Good afternoon to respectable dignitaries. Now I am here to explain about the sustainable development of environment. First of all, what is sustainable development? Sustainable means able to sustain. What we have to sustain means the natural resources. We have to sustain the natural resources. Is we sustain the natural resources? Absolutely no. Because with the enormous increase in human population at the last over 100 years, there is a heavy demand for food, cloth, water, shelter, and transport and other facilities and innumerable accommodates. These demands attains the man to exert a tremendous pressure on natural resources, which leads to the environmental pollution. Environmental pollution is a new term. It's not a new term, but it is a solution of an it is a solution of remains elusive. At the time progress, nature and human at the stake. However, nature always finds a way to survive, and that's our only hope. In our India, environmental pollution started from the 1970 onwards. Now the current issues with Indian natural resources are overpopulation and overexploitation of water, soil and forest. Environmental pollution includes air pollution, water pollution and soil pollution. First one, air pollution. Human made the air pollution by the vehicle emissions, coal, fuel, oil and natural sources, manufacturing of products and the power generation plants, especially the coal fueled power plants. These all are causes the environmental pollution. Our earth is enveloped with a mixture of gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. These all are get polluted by the environmental like air pollution. And the ozone layer, which is protects us from the ultraviolet rays, is now depleting because of air pollution. These air pollution causes several diseases like pulmonary diseases and lungs infection. Soil pollution. Human made the soil pollution by using of plastic and burning of plastic, deforestation and using of non-degradable materials and also the underground mining. If soil get polluted, the trees will not grow sufficiently. If trees will not grow sufficiently, it leads to the shortage of food and respiratory gases in our lives. And also the soil pollution leads to the soil erosion. If the soil erosion is not there, it leads to the critical phenomena in the nature like the floods, tsunamis, etc. And the water pollution. Water plays a sufficient role in our lives. It clears our thirst. Now it's going to disappear because of human activities. In industrial factories, the chemicals are released into the river and the toxic chemicals are accumulated in the river and that leads to the death of aquatic fishes and aquatic animals. And also the destruction of agriculture means who use these rivers water for agriculture purposes. And also in olden days these pond water, rivers water, lakes water are used as drinking. Now it is not used in any purposes because of it gets polluted. In olden days a statement is there, drinking of water is the remedy for several problems. If this water pollution is gone in future generation, this statement is converted as drinking of water leads to several problems. So we have to conserve the water pollution, not only the water pollution but also the all pollutions. To conservation of environment is simple, but in fact impactful reactions like reducing waste and conserve the biodiversity and water and supporting the local bodies. We hear some protests and movements about the plastic like don't use plastic, reduce plastic. To reduce plastic, first of all, we have to stop the production of plastic. Plastic pollution hinders our country's development. James John Oliver said that a true conservationist is a man who knows that word is not given by their fathers and they grow for their children. Let's understand that the conservation of environment is not by choice, but a necessity for future generations. All these tremendous natural resources are the boons of our lives, so we have to use them, save them, and conserve them for our future generations. Thank you for giving this opportunity.